back to Just Crafting Around. Today we are going to make a fall pumpkin. We're going to make a different design. What we did here was we took some wide mouth bands, we spray painted them orange and put some cinnamon sticks in the middle. So we are going to make we're going to kind of switch it up a little bit. Some of the things that you're going to need is you're going to need some wide mouth bands. You are going to need some spray paint. The spray paint that I used here was called Pumpkin Orange in its gloss. I don't normally like to use anything gloss. I always like the satin because it does cover up mistakes and I just like the look of it a lot better. But I could only find this Pumpkin Orange in the gloss, so we did use that for this one here. For the ones that we're going to be doing today, I used the Rust-Oleum, and it is called the Satin Heirloom White. It's the color that we're going to be using for this today. And then I used some acrylic because I noticed that the paint does chip off very easily. So what I did was I used the matte coating, and this is acrylic matte coating, and that's what I used for these here that we're going to be using. Also, 4-inch cinnamon sticks. You're going to need a glue gun with some extra glue. You could, instead of using the spray paint, you could use the acrylic paint. I use the spray paint, and that's because it just goes quicker if you use that. You're going to need 20 wide mouth bands. You're going to need a piece of yarn, a rubber band, some wax paper so that you don't ruin your table, a scissor, and then what I cut out here was some strips of scrapbooking paint or paper. And the reason is because we're going to make this one a little bit different than we did the orange. Oh, the other thing, don't forget the coffee. What I did beforehand was I took 20 wide mouth bands and I spray painted them. I went outside, I spray painted the top and the sides as best I could, and I used 2 coats. Then I turned them over and I spray painted in the inside. Spray paint used in a very ventilated environment, because if I would have spray painted them in here, the fumes and stuff would have just overtaken the place. So do it in a very well vented area. Okay, now what I wanted to do is I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I cut out some strips, and you can cut out whatever size that you want if you're going to be using scrapbooking paper. Cut out whatever size that you wanted. I kind of went by the band. I want to see part of the band, but yet I wanted some color to be added to this. So what I did was I cut out strips, and I cut out more than I needed, plus I cut the length longer than what I'm going to need. What you can do is once you hot glue these on, then what I did with these right here was I hot glued them on, and then I cut off what I didn't need, but I wanted them to be longer. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to take 2 of them. We've got some hot glue ready. I'm going to use some of the wax paper because I don't want to drip hot wax onto the table and ruin my table. I'm going to take a piece of scrapbooking paper. Now this scrapbooking paper is heavy. It's not a light weight, it's a more heavyweight scrapbooking paper. I'm going to take my glue gun, and I'm just going to put dabs. I'm not going to hot glue it all the way around. I'm just going to use dabs of hot glue. I'm just going to get it started, and then I'm going to put it so many inches apart from each other. And then I'm just going to go around and try to make it as even as I can. Hot glue is very hot. I can feel it on the other side of the rim here. And like I said, you want to just keep going around. This is the easy part. Plus, if you have any spots to where you didn't get enough paint or the spray paint ran a little bit, you can cover that up. I took the ones that I didn't do a very good job on, the 10 that I didn't do a very good job on when I spray painted, and those are the ones that I'm going to use to cover up. Now if you have the wasa tape, you can also use the tape on here, and you can get some really, really cute Halloween. If you want to use it for a Halloween pumpkin, you can get and use that tape. That's really cool. You can find that in all different craft stores. A little glue gun there. Then what I'm going to do is, you can see that I had it too long, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off that piece. I just as soon have it too long than have it too short. Then I'm just going to push it down and pull off the excess glue. These are very easy to make. Little time consuming because, of course, like I said, you need to spray paint them, let them dry really good, and in the humidity we've had the last couple days, that hasn't been easy. And then spray paint them again, give them a second coat, then turn them over and second coat it again. And then once that's dry, and then, like I said, I took the acrylic spray after these, not the orange one, but after these, and I'm going to see how the paint holds up once we try to put it together and see if that acrylic paint really helps. We've got one more here. And you can see I did different sizes. I did kind of a skinnier one, and I did a little bit fatter one. I'll show you the different sizes here compared to each other. And I thought we can just use the different sizes on these. Doesn't have to, again, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to use a little bit fatter piece here, wider piece I should say. Around here. And again, I probably put 4 dabs of hot glue on here. You don't have to use the hot glue all the way around. And again, I got this idea off of Pinterest. Don't know if a lot of you know the Pinterest. You can go to www.pinterest.com, set up an account, and you can go in there and look. It'll send you emails of things that you are interested in. You can go to different boards. It's really a neat place to find different crafts and different ideas. Has recipes on there, craft ideas, how to decorate. If you're fitness, it has fitness stuff on there. All kinds of very interesting things. Okay, our last dab of glue. Push down and cut off the excess here. The hardest part of actually making these pumpkins is to tie the yarn as tight as what you can. That is the absolute hardest with doing this. It's a little time consuming.
Valley Telecommunications is pleased to announce that our Technology Solutions Center is fully stocked and open for business. We have a large selection to meet your wants and needs. Some of the items we currently carry are a variety of corded and cordless phones, different brands of tablets such as Kindle Fires and Apple iPads and all the accessories for them, Telekin computers, Epson and HP printers and ink cartridges, Apple iPods and accessories, office supplies, wireless keyboards and mice, cellular phones and accessories, different types of media storage, cameras, headphones, power strips and surge protectors, and much, much more. You can also get your very own Valley swag. Our prices are reasonable and comparable to any other retail store. If there is something that you want or need that we do not currently carry, please let us know so that we can check into it for you. We accept all major credit cards, cash or check. Please feel free to stop by our office and check out our new and improved store for all of your technology and day-to-day business needs.
Now what we're going to do, we're done with the gluing. Now what we're going to do is, I don't want these all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to stagger them. They need to all be going the same way when you put them together. Now I'm going to try to put these end pieces down further because I want them to be on the bottom and not on the top. So let's see if we can get these all together. We want to go every other one. We're going to, and once you've got them together, if you see that the top is where you've cut it and where you've glued it, you can always turn it around and do it differently. Try to make a couple different stacks if you can, or one if it holds. It's usually too many. And like I said, you go every other one so it shows it a little bit different. To all go together. Make your yarn, your piece of yarn pretty long. Take my hand and go through. So when you tie it, you have enough. And like I said, they need to all be facing the same way. Going to look similar to this. I'm going to take it and tie it as tight as we possibly can. It's good if you can have somebody that can help you with it. Taut is the big thing, as tight can be. Like I said, sometimes it's best to have somebody help you. And then, now we're just going to fan them out. Put the bottom ones. We want to swivel the bottom ones that we did that you can see the paper on. Then we want to make it tight enough that we can put. It's not quite as tight as what you think it is. By the time you put your cinnamon sticks in there, it will make it good and tight. So if it's a little loose, don't worry about it, because you'll be able to tighten it up once you put your cinnamon sticks in there.
Valley's Mobile Command Center is coming to a town near you. Stop in at Valley's Mobile Command Center to learn more about our services, see and test some of our products, ask questions, or just to visit with us. Make sure to check your newsletter for specific dates and times when we will be rolling into your town.
Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
Okay, so Lisa helped me get this a little tighter, so now we're able to rock and roll here. Take some cinnamon sticks. We're going to try about 5 of them. 5, 6 of them here. Put it in the middle. going to be a little too tight, so we're going to take a couple of them. We'll try one at a time here. And I think that's going to do it, just like that. So now we're going to take a rubber band. Put them together so that they stay together. You could also use glue, hot glue, and glue them together. Now we're just going to take a rubber band and put it together like this. I'm going to push it down the middle. And we're going to fan these out. And then cut off the excess cord that we have here that's tied together from. And we're going to fan these out a little bit. Now if you want, you could cut it out to a leaf and put a leaf on here if you wish. But we're going to leave these just like this. And the paint is chipped off a little bit, but that's okay. I think it looks good that way, actually. I'm kind of a paint chippy person. There. And our pumpkin is done. So we've got 2 fall pumpkins that we can display. Plus, with the cinnamon sticks, it'll smell like cinnamon in your house. And there's the 2 pumpkins. Very easy to make. You can even have the kids help you if you wish. Again, different variations of stuff you can use. You can use scrapbooking paper if you want to decorate it. You can use the Wausau tape if you want to decorate. You can also use tissue paper if you want to decorate them a little bit more. You do not even have to use paint. You could use anything that you wanted to use. Take the scrapbooking paper and wrap it all the way around, whatever you want to do.
Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
Come back and join us for the next episode of Just Crafting Around.